What's up, everybody? It's Buffalo Ben 15 Golf back at it again. And today we return for the back nine at Pleasant Hills Golf Club out in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. If you guys remember from the front nine, I shot an absolutely abysmal 45. Probably one of the worst videos, or the worst I've played that you guys have seen on this channel. I know the pins are in crazy spots as it was the day of the Greenskeeper's revenge outing, but at the same time, 2,800 yard front nine, and I don't even break bogey golf. Are you kidding me? Yeah, it was very, very embarrassing and something I did not want to post at all. You know what else I didn't want to do? Hit a wood into a par 4. But, you know, sometimes that's what you got to do, and we try to make the best out of it. This shot specifically can't leak this out to the right, and those pine trees act like walls. I do not have that much room for this shot right here. In the moment, I don't think I realized how tough of a shot this was, and I actually hit it pretty decent. Just didn't quite get it there. The wind was pretty hard in my face. It had calmed down some as I got up to the green because, of course, that's how it works, right? Just calms down right when the wind doesn't play a huge factor anymore. Yeah, this was a 432-yard par 4 to start out, longest par 4 on the golf course. And coming off of a 10-over front nine, I was not at all confident. But you know what, guys? Sometimes you just find light in the darkest of situations, and that's exactly what we did here. As we tap in for a wedge-worthy, well-earned par, and that really helps us steady the ship heading into the next
way
hole.
To start the nine. That's better. That's better.
So heading into the par 5 11th hole here, big sweeping dogleg to the right. It's less than 500 yards, but you can't really go for it in two just because of how high those trees are and how close they are to the edge of the fairway. You have to really be able to bend the ball like Phil Mickelson or Bubba Watson if you want a chance. And as you see here, I try my absolute best to just hit this as hard as I can. I'm feeling loose, and it works out great. You know, after that first hole, getting that par, steadying the ship, took the jacket off, and bang, there it is.
Back there, way over there. I don't think I can get to it, really. I'm going to hit a 7-iron. Like, if I hit this well and I fade it, I mean, even if I hit it dead straight, I won't run out of room. But if I hit this well, with a little bit of curve on it, then I could get pretty close.
So on this shot, I kind of was 50% going for it, 50% trying to lay up. I was not going to try to hit a 5-wood straight over the tree and try to rise one up and stay behind it for as long as I could and just perfectly pick it. That's not going to happen. Nice deliberate swing here, and we absolutely smoke this 6-iron. I said 7-iron in the video, but it was actually a 6-iron. Absolutely cranked it, though. And like I said, we don't have that much left. Only about a 45, 50-yard pitch shot here. God, if we can get a birdie, I would love that right about now. It's exactly what this round needs. Let's see what we can do. What was that timid, baby, weak sauce swing? What was that, guys? Come on, I'm better than that. But that's just the kind of day we were having. Just a lot of frustration, lots of mental, lots of mental traps. Like, why am I still filming this? Why am I putting myself through this? And things like that. And I'm like, this is a waste of probably the nicest day in October. It was 65 degrees out and sunny. almost no wind, except for a few holes at the end of the front 9 and the beginning of the back 9. And it all leads up here to this par putt about 8 feet, big swinger right to left.
So Jacqueline
Just pulled it a slightly bit.
40 yards from the flag.
Just when I thought I had something going, I just lose my golfing brain.
Terrible bogey there. Terrible bogey.
And is it any surprise that the next hole after the one that I gave myself a great chance to shoot well on and missed out, isn't it fitting that this next par 3 is arguably the toughest par 3 on the course, with as raised of a green as it is, as small as it is? I was playing about 165 today. I used a 7-iron. I hit it okay, just a little bit heavy.
Man, that was close, though.
And now, like as you see here, guys, this chip is absolutely ridiculous thanks to how small this green is. You take a look at how close that pin is to the fringe of the green. I laid my club down. That is like a 5-iron club length on the green. I'm dead serious, guys.
Away from the fringe.
It's not an optical illusion. The hole's behind that little false front there. It's on that false front. This was the absolutely most stupid pin of the day, or one of them, spoiler alert. And my goal was just to carry it right on the fringe and hope for the best. And I actually did pretty good. I got this to about 4.5 feet.
Where are you going?
But obviously we couldn't stop where I wanted it to, because then the camera
Okay,
moved.
are you guys seeing?
And listen in, guys. This is pretty funny.
Like, I mean, really. I say we just take this, because the hole has to actually be 2 driver lengths away from it. I'm taking it.
Mickelson, this is for birdie, folks.
He's chipping.
He is chipping.
Look what this does if I just place it here. Watch this, guys. Watch this. Let her go, guys.
I do not think that it's an exaggeration to say that these are the greens from hell.
That's got to be one of the best pars I've made this season. There's got to be a catch, though, right? I mean, we got 3 straight par 4s that are like less than 300. That is weird.
I genuinely could not believe my eyes with what I had gone through today, that I had 3 straight par 4s with very good birdie, possibly even outside eagle chance on this one. This is the shortest of the 3. This being the 284-yard par 4 with out of bounds all the way down the right. Very tight hole. Gotta hit a good one here.
Oh, he's driven that one in low. That one will spin. Oh, easy, easy, easy.
Hang on. You gotta be kidding. Oh, this is incredible.
You are kidding. My goodness, this game.
Just when we thought it couldn't get any worse. And I dropped up here because I didn't even know it was out of bounds until I got up there. So now I'm insanely flustered because it's a 2-stroke penalty if you take a lateral drop with an out of bounds with the new 2019 rules that came out that year. You're allowed to do that now. And so that's what I did. And as you can see, nothing good comes out of it. And we've hit 4 shots technically, and we're not even on the green yet on the shortest par 4 on the course. So that just goes to show how awful of a day I was having. And overall, I didn't feel like I was hitting the ball that bad today. I mean, look at this pitch. that's not a bad golf shot. Like, it bounced exactly where I wanted it to.
Wasn't a bad shot.
It
wasn't.
had the spin, it had the roll that I wanted it to have, and I just get skunked. Just this whole day, guys, it was just good shot wrong way, as Not a Scratch Golfer likes to say. Like this one here, I mean, that wasn't as flubbed as it looked. It's just that the pin is hardly 5 feet on this green on a false front, another green with a false front. I'm chipping to it, and it can't, and unless it goes in, it can't even stop. Like, look at this. That was in the jaws of that damn hole, guys. I mean, seriously. It was... There was absolutely nothing wrong with that chip shot. And just... That thing... Like, that ball rolled... A third of that ball was sitting straight above the hole. That was like a half of a roll from going in, and then it rolls off the green. What the heck is wrong with this place? I mean, seriously. I mean, I know it's not... I know it's Greenskeeper's Revenge Day. There's nothing against Pleasant Hills. I was honestly thrilled and amazed and pleasantly surprised. Was looking forward to coming back to this course because of how good the greens were, which I ended up doing in the following weekend from this, which is the college match that you guys are going to see. So I suppose what we can take from this round, practice round for next week's big dance, I suppose. So another short par 4 here. Fairway green, did pretty well with it. I honestly was just a lot more loose. I was a lot more carefree. I wasn't trying to be a perfectionist with shots just because of how far behind on the scorecard I was. And it actually led to some pretty decent golf on this hole. As you guys are going to see, this is a pretty decent putt as well. That's tracking. Oh, is he finally going to get his big break?
No!
Oh, that is just rude.
No. Why would Buffalo Bend 15 Golf get his big break on
That might not be done yet.
Greenskeeper's Revenge Day?
I'm waiting for it.
That makes absolutely zero sense. Rules say you got 10 seconds to wait for the ball to fall. Maybe if the wind was going the opposite way, I would have had a chance, but obviously that's not going for me either, right? At least we got some wind help for this upcoming short par 4. This, in my opinion, is the easiest of the three. It's the most open, the least water to deal with. The last hole was actually like a 225 carry to get to the fairway and like a 215 carry to get over the marshlands on that last hole there. Yeah, if you hit your drive, you got to start praying. I actually didn't give myself enough credit in the moment for that. And again, just hit a great drive here. And this one gets up there, guys. Man, I wish I had this kind of drive on 13. I might have actually gotten to the green. But, you know, just sometimes just aren't perfect at the perfect moment.
Here we go. Oh, man.
Or are you?
Unbelievably good. Just go in. Just go in.
Well, that was pretty darn close to perfect, now wasn't it? Oh my goodness,
And
guys.
it's rolled back, like, God knows
That
how
ball
long.
rode on that lip for about a quarter of a second. Maybe about 10 degrees of that lip. It was influenced, it was. Gosh, that was almost my first eagle on camera. I've only ever had one in my life, and it wasn't caught on video. It was the 308 par 4 third hole at Sanctuary Lake. We were playing from the white tees for tryouts. Normally when I go there, you guys have seen me play there. I've played either the blues or mostly now the blacks. Oh my gosh, guys. Would I have loved that? Would that have made up for a ton of prior sins? Instead, we got a putt that to a hole is, again, right on a ridge. Probably not going to stop if it misses. So this has to go. And it has. Finally, a birdie. That's what we were looking for, guys. That's what we should do on holes like this. Oh, man. I tell you, that felt like an eagle, the way I was playing today. Obviously, you guys have heard me say, I've been playing bad today. But at the end of this round, you guys can take this information as you will, for those of you who have been tallying that, I hit 7 out of 18 greens in regulation today.
I have no clue.
That's not bad. I mean, it's not good, but it's not bad. This was not one of them, obviously, because I hit a tree. Yeah, this is a tough par 3, though. Straight into the wind, 210, elevated tee. That's like just low enough to where, like, how much trees can I play over and try to draw it? Kind of one of those kinds of shots. And as you see here, this one's not easier. Look at that ball slide away from the hole on the low side there. Unbelievable how pronounced that ridge was. I was amazed on a little cheap, quote-unquote, course like this, how well they were able to incorporate the natural terrain, how well they were able to maintain big slopes like these. I really was super impressed. Pleasant Hills, if you guys are watching, you guys got something going. I can tell you that right now. Like I said, I'm going to be in Bucks Run, Mount Pleasant all summer for my internship, if you watch my announcements video, so I'm definitely going to be playing here a few times. And it was definitely nice to get acquainted to the course as I later on was able to get a job in the same city. So, yeah, guys, I'm really looking forward to that. I've already filmed a video of a course in the Mount Pleasant area that I was talking about in my announcements video. You guys are going to love it. And you guys are going to love this drive, too. A lot brighter things are ahead.
Decisions. I'm 235 out. Downhill lie, downwind. I feel like 5 wood will go just as far because of the wind. Just getting higher up in the air, you know. So, yeah. I don't know how much it is to clear the water. Maybe I don't want to know the answer. All right.
On a day like today, 15 over,
He's got to
why
be
not?
aggressive. He
We
needs
hit
to
our
think
drive
about
amazing.
here.
Maybe
He
we
must
can hit
stay
the 5 wood
very,
amazing,
very
too.
aggressive.
They're gonna go nuts when he hits this thing.
That was absolutely pummeled.
Oh yeah.
Is it enough?
Oh my God! What a shot!
It is.
What a freaking
We are
shot, dude!
on the green in 2.
That's on the green. That's like a 15-foot putt, dude. That's a legitimate eagle chance.
Light in the darkest moments.
You would not see me on the screen if I was in the wind. It wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have had the firepower. Okay. Let's do it.
So here we are, guys. Second incredibly realistic eagle chance of the day in the same video, the same 9 holes. Unbelievable, guys, how I was able to bounce back from that triple. So 15-footer, right to left, slightly downhill.
Oh my God.
But not that downhill, you wuss. Unbelievable that I left it that far short. But still a birdie. Still a birdie. Besides the quadruple bogey on 13, the remaining 7 holes of the 9 have gone par, bogey, par, par, birdie, bogey, birdie.
Par!
That is even par for those remaining 7 holes. It's crazy how one hole can make you feel like you're playing like crap, when in reality, you're actually doing pretty well. And I didn't give myself nearly enough credit on this day for that, guys. When I saw those pins starting to get crazier and crazier as the course went on, I should have known that today was just going to be an impossible day to score unless I got the greatest luck imaginable. And as you see here with this buried lie in the spinach on 18, some of the thickest rough on the course, I did not nearly have the best luck imaginable. And as you see here, guys, this is probably the toughest shot of the day. This could easily go anywhere, including nowhere. But it was actually a really good shot. I absolutely picked it perfect out of that lie. Just the right amount.
It's really good, actually.
Of closed face. Absolutely.
Man, that was
incredible
everything
golf
I
shot
had
from
with
right
that club.
there. That deserves a second look. Let's look at this again. Yeah, look at that. Look at me just throw my arms into the ground. Just no fear in that swing, man. That looked like Tiger Woods at Pebble Beach. Tell me if you guys think so.
I just knew I could get a little flyer out of it.
The swing he made at it was vicious.
Look at this.
It's just not a fair fight.
No, it really isn't, Roger.
That has to be the best green in regulation of the day. That has to be the best approach shot of the day. That has to be the hardest I've ever swung a gap wedge in my life. Had that been in the fairway and I hit it as flush contact as I did, that gap wedge could have gone 165. I'm dead serious. There were so many things I had to do right in that swing. I had to push off the ground with my right foot, get that leverage with my legs as soon as my arms were extending fully. I had to keep my back straight. I had to keep my head down so my arms could extend fully down towards the ground. I had to flick my wrists through that rough just as the right time. Any error in that swing was too much, and I absolutely came to play on that one, guys. And just like Tiger, I two-putted it, except this time it was for a par. So there you have it, guys. Back 9, shot a 4 over 41, and that's with a quadruple, so every other hole combined, I shot even par, and the stats show it. Like I said, the score might not be anywhere near what I wanted it today, but the stats tell an entirely different story. I mean, look at this. 31 putts, 13 on the back. With how tough these greens were, with how sloped they were, with how crazy the pins were. 5 out of 7 fairways. The driver came to play. 4 to 9 greens. Overall, even on the front 9, I mean, what does that add up to on the front? 3 out of 7 fairways and 3 greens in regulation. I mean, that's not good, but it's not bad. So I would say overall, my playing, my shot hitting was pretty good today, guys. And it just goes to show how crazy of different scores you can get with different pin placements. I would venture to say after making this video, after going through this round, number one, not only was I humbled, and not only am I giving you a slightly more accurate depiction of what can happen to me, because I mean, even though you guys have only seen me fail to break 85, I don't know, 3 or 4 times in this channel, that happens probably about 10 times during the course of a year, where I play maybe 50 rounds of golf. I'd say I break 80 about 25% of the time and fail to break 85 about 20% of the time. That's at least what it was this past year. Going into 2023, of course, I hope it's better. It's kind of been a so-so start to the year so far. Overall, I've played some really good rounds, though, that I can't wait to show you guys. But today, I learned that what is the biggest equalizer in golf? Is it wind? Is it cold? Is it rain? Is it heat? I would venture to say it's none of those. I would venture to say it's pin placement. And you guys are going to see how much better I do with, honestly, the same ball striking, the same weather conditions in the next week's match versus the guy from Northwood. It made a huge difference, guys. And if it makes that big of a difference for a 7 handicap like myself, you can imagine what the pros face, and imagine if a 7 handicap had to face Thursday Augusta versus Sunday Augusta. I bet on average, us 7 handicappers out there would probably shoot 10 strokes higher with Sunday pins, And today was, I definitely, with the way I was hitting the ball today, I definitely think with normal pins, 76 would have honestly not been out of the question. So, yeah, guys, it was a really cool exercise. I'm glad that I had the humility, had the humbleness to post this instead of being a hot shot who just posts all of his good rounds. And I'm glad you guys are appreciating that as well. I have seen a massive boost in subscribers in the last 2 days. I think I've had 14 new subscribers in the past 48 hours. You guys are crazy. My Highland Golf Club front nine video hit 1,000 views. First video on my channel ever to do it. You guys are going crazy. And you know what? I'm going to do my absolute best to deliver for you guys in return. That college match, you know what? I am not even going to give myself any flexibility. Hard cutoff. It's coming out April 30th or earlier. Yell at me if it doesn't happen. It's coming out at least that early, if not earlier. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to make myself make it happen for you guys because you guys have been nothing but nice. You guys have been nothing but engaging lately, and it's time for me to show my appreciation for that. And I appreciate you guys watching this video today, and I appreciate you guys hanging with me. It's tough, but I love every messy minute of it. This is Buffalo Ben 15 signing off. Have a good day, everyone.